Okay, guys, we're ready. This is a true warm-up game. We're going to see Megarandom here between the Viper and Tim. Let me just take team colors, put team colors on. So, Vikings v Vikings game. This was undoubtedly, seems like a warm-up to me. Is this Megarandom? I think it is. Anyway, we'll work our way through it. Seems like a warm-up game to me. If you're Tim and you're warming up for a big game, what's better to play than the Viper? Who's better to play than the Viper? So, let's see. They're playing Conquest. They are playing Megarandom. Okay, so this is a little different than the actual rules for Masters of Megarandom. In Masters of Megarandom, you don't have to Conquest victory. You can Wonder victory, and I believe you can Relic victory. So keep that in mind. The games that we're going to see a little later, you may see some strategies that involve basically turtling up and trying to win the game by holding on to relics or building a Wonder. We have seen Wonder victories. We've seen a good amount of them. Anyway, enough of me rambling on about that. Okay, so we're ready for Tim v Viper. Tim's going to be here in red, Viper in blue, playing as Vikings. Both players coming in near the 2200 level. Viper's been a little bit idle lately, but has jumped back into the game just for the last couple days. So great to see the Viper back and active. Every time we see a Megarandom game, we see a... I shouldn't say every time. Nearly every time we see a rate-limiting resource. And in this game, let's see. It's not going to be gold. Both players have a decent amount of gold. 3 gold piles on Tim's side of the map. Actually, just 1 gold pile on Viper. So that's actually, that is limiting for the Viper here if this game goes long-term. And that's really unfortunate for him. That's one that... you know, that's how Megarandom is. It's not always totally fair. In this case, Viper's going to have a smaller island. He's going to have less gold. He will have 2 big stone piles, as will Tim. So both players having plenty of stone. Wood's going to be a little bit of a... it could be short if this game goes out in the long term. Only 3 big patches of trees. 3 big forests for each player. Man, and Viper's map is just so much worse than Tim's. He's got 2 wood lines. He's got 1 gold pile instead of 3. What does he have as an advantage? Maybe food. He has this nice deer patch right beside his TC and berries as well. Tim on the other side is going to have the berries. He'll have some deer nearby somewhere. Yeah, he's pushing a couple of deer, so it's all good. Both players can dock. There's plenty of water, but the back area might not be the best place to do it. Tim's berries here are in a nice location because he can build a mill on the water and grab shorefish and berries. That could be really effective for him. Viper's not going to be able to do the same, but you can see the Viper's headed out to build a house. He's going to drop a dock here on the corner somewhere, and it's going to be good enough of a location, but it's not that great. The fishing in this game may not be the greatest. You can see the corners where the players would probably head to. There's just not a ton. Worth the investment, but over here, for instance, for Tim would be the best place maybe to drop a fishing ship on his side. But we'll see. We'll see if somebody wins the water. There is also this land bridge in the center. In Megarandom games thus far, we've seen players sneaking a scout across that center land bridge. That has been pretty much a guaranteed win. Anytime you get your scout across the land bridge and wall behind it so your opponent has no idea what you're doing, you have a massive, massive advantage. Every game that I've watched, whoever goes across the land bridge, if the other player doesn't, the person who went across wins. Anyway, Tim's still pushing deer, and the Viper may be doing it as well. Nope, here comes Viper across the land bridge. Okay. A little bit of foreshadowing, maybe. Maybe we'll see the Viper win. Why not take deer with the mill, Tim? I know English. So yeah, Tim is going to push in some deer. He's going to be ready to go. Oh, and we are waiting for the first mill. That's right. I'm sorry, I totally forgot about the bet. For the moment, no mill for either player. Scouts moving across. Viper did get his across the land bridge. Tim is going to as well. So it's going to be even in that sense. If you can get your freaking scout across and wall this up, you're in such great shape. But, you know, what are you going to do? Viper taking some free arrow fire here from the TC. That's not ideal. He does steal a sheep, and he's actually going to at least run it away for the moment to annoy Tim. Tim's going to send Vills out and get it. So the Viper here is scouting around Tim's side. Tim did not cross the land bridge. Oh, wow. That's very surprising to me. So 2 Vikings players here, and although this is Megarandom, they went with the Dark Age start. That is one of the settings for the later games. That is not the Game 1 setting. Game 1 is a Castle Age start. So the game we'll see in a few minutes will be a little bit different than this, but this is Dark Age start with Vikings, so we will see that galley advantage. Castle Age start with Vikings has not been that great for players. The Vikings just don't have the greatest water in Castle Age. If you think about it, like an early fire ship against a Viking player can be really effective. Anyway, Viper's scouting around Tim's side. Tim has crossed the land bridge, and he is scouting out as well. I do not see a mill from either player, but we're going to see one from Tim very soon. Grabbing these berries, and let's see where he drops his mill. It's mill time. It's mill time, Timmy. So yeah, Tim will have his mill up. Viper is focusing a little bit more on, well, he's getting some food from his dock. Come on, Tim. Come on, Tim. Build that dock. Everybody wants to see you build a dock. Here he comes with lots of vills. He's going to power build a dock. He's going to make sure that he wins the dock race. Viper has a vill on the other side near the land bridge. He will soon wall it up, which is what he really should do. That is going to be very nice. Do. Thank you for the love.
Oh,
what is the first place in the tournament? Viper's dock is actually a lot better than Tim's. Viper's dock here on the side is very nice. Tim's is actually really ugly. That's a good point, Smarthy. He's going to have basically shorefish very soon. So Tim's going to win the mill race. If you guys were betting on such things, Tim's going to be the first one to have a mill up. How about that? Get excited about the mill. It makes sense. I mean, Viper's map basically I mean, he can drop a mill and take shorefish as well, but I think he's happily taking enough food with his fishing eco at the moment. He's clicked up to Feudal Age. We'll see what he does. As a Vikings player, I would expect him to go water. He has walled the land bridge, which I like. I also like saying land bridge. I'm going to say that many, many more times. Thanks for the follow, guys. Thank you for following. Yep, so this is the Masters of Megarandom pregame show. We're seeing Viper and Tim playing yesterday. This is almost undoubtedly a warm-up game for Tim's set of matches today. Who better to warm up against than the Viper? Tim is just booming up his lumber economy at the moment. Excuse me, has clicked to Feudal Age a little bit later than the Viper. Will send 3 to gold. The Viper already with 3 on gold. So at least by the looks of it, I think both players are going to go up relatively quickly to the Castle Age. Not a huge villager count for either player, though. Yeah, maybe I'm totally wrong. We're going to see galleys, aren't we? Never mind. We're not going to see fast castle. We're going to see galleys. That's my prediction. There's Viper's galley right away. So Viper able to get up earlier on only 19 vills with 4 fishing ships. So that's the equivalent of 23 vills. Tim's going to be up later. He's going to have more vills and a better economy, but he could have trouble holding the water. The thing is, though, the Viper's dock is so far away from Tim's that by the time the Viper finds Tim's dock, let me see. The Viper has found Tim's dock already. So I think by the time Viper's galleys get here, Tim is going to be able to reinforce. I think Viper's going to be Tim's going to be just fine, even though he's up a little bit later to feudal. And how many players have a chance to win the tournament? All right, cool. Thanks for spreading information in the chat, English. Appreciate that. I think English has the details right there, but fishing ships out for both players, 4 ships out. Viper's going to have a galley coming across the map. Tim is going to, oh, he's already got one in. Tim is going to take a little bit of damage here. He's got 2 docks, actually, in, like what Smarthy was saying, the worst part of the map for fishing purposes, but maybe a good part of the map for water control. Tim will have 2 galleys on the way out. Viper will have a second dock on the far corner. Fishing there is okay. It's certainly better over here, but, you know, this island is not worth landing and nobody's there. So both players will have walled up this land bridge pretty soon, but the Viper for the moment controls the water. He's bringing his galleys back. There's no point in chasing those fishing ships, even though Tim's going to build a dock on the back and continue his fishing economy. He's going to go double dock on the back. Now the Viper, of course, wants to take on Tim's galleys. Right now, it would be nice for the Viper to take over water here on the front and control the momentum of the game. Tim is double docking on the back, so clearly he is very invested in winning back the water. He can win it back here with just a couple galleys. Viper only has 3, but he doesn't know that. Maybe he assumes that the Viper has many, many more galleys on the way. There is 1 more galley, 2 more galleys potentially on the way for Viper. He is working his way around the horn here, and he's going to chase these fishing ships all the way back around. For the moment, Tim is going to throw his scout away, which is not ideal at all. He's going to throw that scout away for free. Viper killing it with a galley and a villager. That's really unfortunate for Tim because that scout can really be nice to keep an eye on what your opponent's on. I mean, we know right now it's galleys, but once these guys hit the castle age, we may see a switch in strategy. We'll see. We will see. Yeah, so at the moment, Tim is going to have a nice, he's going to have his fishing economy still alive. Viper is there with a galley to annoy, but he's not going to get too much done. Looks like he might focus down this fishing ship and just throw this galley. Throw this galley away. Doing good micro to avoid a couple shots. Maybe he can get 2. He's got to micro a little bit, though. Well, no, he's going to be fine. He's going to get this. Tim's going to micro away. Okay. Sorry, I got too obsessed with the fishing ships. Tim on the front seems to be righting the ship. He has 5 galleys out now. Certainly has the advantage on Viper since he went with 4 docks, but he's going to be investing so much to keep that production up. Only 4 Vils on gold, so we'll see. We'll see what Tim does. Viper has a bit of gold in his pocket. Tim has really nothing in his pocket. So for the moment, it looks like Tim will win the water, and Viper may be able to click up to castle a little bit sooner. Just checking the clock. It is 30 minutes till the big game. Hopefully you guys are all pumped up and ready. Viper's galleys here are, his navy is starting to coalesce. How about that word? Around the corner of his area, but Tim is sneaking galleys across the back. So we have a full water fight. That is Megarandom for you. Sometimes you have a map with tons of water and you have to win that water. Sometimes you get no water whatsoever. For the moment, this is a water map that is pretty interesting. Relic in the back on both sides on the ice. Have fun grabbing that relic. But if you did, you can relic victory eventually if you get enough of them, if you get all of them. Anyway, fishing ship's still out here for Viper. He's going to have enough galleys to defend, and both players are really using the same strategy. When the galleys come in on their fishing, they just run all the way around these big circular islands and run to a dock that has some galleys at it. Seems like an obvious strategy, but maybe something that I wouldn't think of the first time it happened to me. So yeah, Viper here is going to have a massive advantage. Tim really shouldn't be taking this fight. He should retreat off from this. He's actually going to run through those galleys, and he's going to take a lot of damage. He's going to lose at least 1 more ship here. Yeah, going to lose 2 there on the front and loses them for very, very cheap. Tried to take down a fishing ship. I didn't see if he got one. He must have gotten one, but that is not ideal. At the moment, villager count is very similar. Fishing count is in Viper's favor by 3. Military count is in Viper's favor by 2. So the Viper statistically is winning this game. He has the score lead, but it's pretty darn close, and it's going to depend on who makes the right move a little bit later. See you, Smarthy. Good luck at your run. Godspeed. May the speed of God be with you. How about that? Anyway, Tim is working his way around the horn. Still has those galleys, and he's still trying to find something to do. Right now, Viper has all of his galleys in one pack. Tim has split his in 2. He's going to distract Viper's galleys and send 4 galleys to the back area and get some fishing ships killed here. Like that a lot. Distract your opponent and then sneak in and raid them. That's going to be really nice for him. What isn't so nice, though, is he took some damage on those other galleys. So Viper at the moment is focusing on trying to win the military battle. Tim seems to be looking to equalize the eco battle, and he's certainly done that. He's up now by 2 Vils, and the fishing economy from Viper is 3 ships that are nowhere near a dock. They're not working at all. Tim's going to take a fight here with Viper, which is interesting. Looks like 3v3. Viper may actually have the advantage. He's sending over another galley to reinforce, so he should get the job done here eventually. But Tim is probably happy he ruined that fishing eco, at least for the time being. And for now, it looks like we're just kind of booming our way through this one. Tim's going to drop a barracks. He will have a blacksmith as well. What's Tim up to? What you up to, Tim? Is he going to send some feudal pressure, maybe? Nah, I don't know. The moment he is nearly at enough food to click up, we'll have the gold soon. Viper has the gold already, but doesn't have the food either. So both players here are just working their way through, fighting out the feudal age until they can click up to castle. It seems to me that the Viper here is just kind of hanging back on his side. Tim is trying to poke and prod in with a couple galleys here and there, but oh, look at this, a landing. Viper snuck a landing past Tim. He snuck it past me as well. So he's going to send 5 archers in right away. Those are +1. He's going to get into Tim's eco here and do some real damage. Tim's not ready for him. Tim will have an archery range in a second. Yep, he will. That is very fortunate for Tim. If that range got denied, he would have been in a lot of trouble. At least now he can build skirms and try to push this back. But for the moment, he's going to lose his gold economy, which is very annoying. So the investment here from Viper, a little bit more on land, a little bit less on water, could be useful for him. He's not going to get any villager kills there, but he will certainly push all of Tim's eco away. Tim's going to pop the first skirmisher out, which is maybe not the ideal way to do it. He's going to lose that skirm pretty much for free. 5v1 archers v skirms there, and Viper here sending across more archers. So more archers coming for the Viper, and then 5 Vils behind it. Both players clicking up to Castle Age at essentially the same time. So Tim can definitely win the water now if he wants. It seems like the Viper has invested a lot of money on land. But Tim obviously needs to respond to this. He's going to have a few skirms out, which should be useful, but now he's going to be up against 10 archers from the Viper with +1 and soon to be +1/+1. So 1 defense and 1 damage upgrade for those archers. Soon, Tim will try to drop a defensive watchtower, but the Viper's going to split his second set of archers away from his first and head toward that wood line. He's going to be there in time to grab a Vil or 2 and really annoy this. The watchtower will almost definitely go up, but the archers can just camp under it unless Tim has something to tell them. Unless Tim has some other reason for them to leave. Anyway, villagers going to drop, just getting 1. Decent micro there from Tim actually to like run those around. Viper's going to camp under this tower, but there's too many skirms. Tim's going to try to quick wall. Oh, he would have been really in good shape if he quick walled that. He would have got all those archers for free. But for the moment, those are being pushed out across the map. Viper's other 5 have been left to their own devices. Tim basically needed to respond to this side, and he did. So really nice defensive play there from Tim, but the Viper here maybe has a little bit of aggression still. He's still on the water. He's still happily pushing his way around the map. Castle Age coming for both players. The Viper will have scale barding armor. He'll have double stables on the side, and he'll have 5 Vils forward to get the job done with. So we're going to see some knight raiding here very soon from the Viper, and those will be arrow-resistant knights. And what Tim has in defense right now is skirms. So that appears to be the right push for Viper. I don't like this, though. Viper's going to walk straight past Tim's area with 2 villagers. So Tim now knows for sure that Viper's here, which is okay. But, you know, maybe the element of surprise is something that I always love to see in these mega random games. Tim is in with his galleys trying to raid the wood line of Viper, but it's just not going to get the job done. Viper will just probably move his wood economy over for the moment. Viper will drop a market. He can balance out his economy as he goes. He'll have a siege workshop up, and he's streaming in knights now on Tim. So Viper here is in really good shape. He's really making a nice little push. Knights coming out 2 by 2. He has 4 villagers, a mangonel now. And the skirms in defense for Tim are just going to get cleaned up ever so quickly. +2 defense knights here for Viper. He's just going to happily take those skirms down. Yeah, Skirmisher's not going to do very much against knights. And here are the knights in on the eco, starting to idle Tim's eco. Tim has the lead. He actually has the military advantage and the villager advantage right now. If we look at TC count, Viper is on 1, going full aggression. Tim is on 1, but he is full on defensive. Viper is about to equalize that score, though. Getting 1 more villager kill will equalize it to, it's gonna be very similar. Tim's in here trying to get some damage in on this mangonel. But this knight is going to grab at least 2 more Vils. Looks like he will. In the end, though, Viper... Oh, no, Viper's going to come and repair this. Very nice quick reaction from the Viper to repair his mangonel. Got to keep those units alive, and he's going to do so. And he's going to get 3 of Tim's villagers in the process. So the Viper seems to be taking this one over a little bit. One thing Tim can do here is he's gone to War Galley. He can maybe hang around at the pinch points of this artery and get some damage in on the units that Viper's streaming in. But at this point, the damage might be done. The knights are in. They're just happily taking on Tim's economy. And this is not... this doesn't look like it's going to end well for Tim. So Tim warming up for his Master of Mega Random games. This game was played yesterday. It looks like Viper has his number in this particular game. But that's how Mega Random goes. Sometimes you make the right assessment of the map and you make the right push, and sometimes you don't. And in this game, it seems like Viper made a good assessment. He was able to see that... he was able to basically determine that he could land his opponent and get some knights in, and that is incredibly detrimental to your opponent's eco. And right now, Viper's just happily taking gold in the back of Tim's economy. Still sending in knights. It seems like Tim has mostly cleaned up Viper's aggression, but I think the damage here is done. Tim's on 32 Vils, Viper's on 44. Let's see. Viper is now on 2 TCs. So he will be continuing to boom up his economy and grow his advantage. Mangonel on the front, taking a lot of damage here. Probably don't want to be within range of the water. Tim owns the water, which is really nice for him. Viper never upgraded his galleys. So for the moment, Tim can really can have his way with the water, which can be incredibly useful on a map with so much water. He's going to grab a mangonel there for free. He grabbed a Vil as well. We'll grab another Vil if Viper's not careful. There it goes. He's going to grab another Vil from Viper here if Viper doesn't run off from this. Okay, the Viper will be I don't know, camping a Vil kind of out in no man's land. Tim has a siege workshop here in defense. He'll have a mangonel up soon, and he is now camping galleys in that little inlet. He can really annoy Vipers forward from here. He's actually going to stonewall Viper out from his area. So the Vipers forward did a lot of damage. It certainly got enough bang for its buck. Tim had a lot of idols. He lost 10 Vils. He is way behind in this game, even though his score is just fine. But now Vipers forward is pretty much GG, at least for the moment. I think these buildings are really not going to get anything done for a while. Viper's also going to lose this siege workshop. He's going to lose all the villagers there on the front and the mining camp. So he's going to lose a lot of an investment. But in the end, I really do think that was a good push from him. I think that's a pretty easy thing to say, right? He ran in, he grabbed a whole bunch of damage, idled a bunch of Vils. He's done a good job. Tim's still garrisoning 5 Vils over here. Oh no, that's not good. Okay, he's going to send them back to work. Good, good, good. Okay. So the Viper is working around the horn with galleys. He's going to grab ballistics and he's going to upgrade to +2 damage. So although Tim has war galleys, Viper has maybe a bit of a better upgrade set because of the ballistics. He's going to be in here on the water. He's actually going to grab, grab a couple Vils. Viper grabbing 3 Vils from Tim on that wood line and idling him for the moment. Tim's going to have to run across to here, or he's going to have to fight the Viper. He could trap Viper in that little cove, but for the moment, Tim is more focused on taking out the reinforcements for free. Whenever you can separate your opponent's navy from the reinforcing docks, you can get a bunch of free galleys. And Tim is here as well. He's going to take a bunch more galleys for free. So the Viper now has ballistics, but he's probably going, well, he's going to go war galley. He's going to try to win this back. So for the moment, war galley is coming in for the Viper. We still have 20 minutes before Tim v TaToH Master of Megarandom finals. This is our warm-up game. Viper's last knight on his opponent's side is going to go down, so the forward is GG. And let's see, for the moment, it's Viper by 9 Vils, but Tim has the military advantage, especially on the water. Tim's going to poke a hole in that palisade, maybe for later on. We'll keep an eye on that. Right now it is +2/+2, but Viper has ballistics. I'm not sure if Tim does. Guess we'll see during this battle. Both players are going to run off from this, and they are going to continue to pump out war galleys. War galleys coming at full blast from both players. Viper has a big set of them over here, and he's going to try to maybe pincer Tim. Thing is, though, Tim has a huge numbers advantage, yeah, so Viper's going to have to run off from this. Where's he going to head? Maybe all the way around the horn for the moment? I don't know. This is an important part of this game because whoever can win this naval battle will control the water and can control the land bridge. The land bridge might be a nice place to make a push. You can always land, but it's a lot less efficient. You're doing 5 units at a time. Do. Hear the game sound. Sorry about that. I think it's okay. I think we're doing all right. Yeah, let me know if there's an issue. Certainly want to get everything right. Look at this though. Viper at the moment is pincering Tim's his entire navy right now. Viper's got him in this straight. Tim really has nowhere to run. He's taking this fight. Viper certainly has the numbers here, and Tim's going to lose almost everything. Excuse me. One thing working in Tim's favor is the narrowness of this channel. Viper couldn't get all of his ships in to get damage, but in the end, Tim is going to get almost totally cleaned up off of the water. So Tim has righted the land, but the water is a huge problem for him. Viper is on 2 TCs. Tim on the other side is on 1-2 TCs as well. So 2 TCs for both players. University coming for Tim. He's going to build up more docks in the back. Viper for the moment has won the water. So the Viper and Tim here warming up for the Megarandom games later today, and it looks like Viper has a major advantage. He's gonna land Tim again. You can see that he's sending across 5 Vils to land his opponent once again. The first landing was pretty successful. Did get a bunch of bang for his buck. The second landing, we'll never know. We'll never know how successful it would have been. Maybe he would have sent those villagers here and started ramming down these walls or something, mangonelling them down. I don't know. But yeah, there you have it, guys. We actually see the Viper here grab a win on Megarandom. Welcome back to the Viper.